This is a independent video, but still I just did one on the fear of investing and how to overcome it. So this could be a continuation to that also. So first of all, when you are investing, especially in a single share, find out how much money you can afford to lose, and then make a portion of that and you invest, right? So first thing is that, so you say, okay, I can lose 50,000 rupees maximum, so I will put 5,000 rupees in a single share, and I'll keep adding to that share or whatever, right? So that is one way to do it. Second, involve your family, involve your spouse. Go and tell your spouse, look, I'm going to do this, it's a joint decision, let us do it together. Maybe you're the wife who is handling the money and you want to do this, and you please inform your husband and take responsible decisions. And if you're the husband, all the more reason why you should involve your wife, and both of you should know what you're doing. Because if you do lose money, then if both of you are risk averse, you will then this will lead to huge financial fights, saying, why can't I buy this dress, you lost 50,000 in the market, or some things like that. So be careful, make a decision jointly. Both of you should be involved in it, because if you're going to create wealth, both of you are going to enjoy it. If you lose money, it's your common money that you're losing. Secondly, when you're doing SIP in a mutual fund, learn to read the sheet, because when the markets fall, it's a fantastic opportunity to be buying rather than worrying, oh my god, my existing investment has fallen. Let's say you're 35 years of age and you've started investing. You understand that you're going to you're going to sell this maybe when you're 60, 65 for your retirement. So you got 30 years to go. So there, one important thing that you have to do is to say, okay, now let me run the long-term numbers, because the long-term numbers look good. People have told me that in the long run, equities will make money. So the long term is good. So 30 years is good. So I don't have to worry about a 2-month fluctuation or a 3-month fluctuation, or even of a 1-year fluctuation. I know when the market comes up, I will have more, I'll get more units when the market is down. So it is a fantastic opportunity for me, and this has happened because of the long term and the long term view that I have on the market. So then you are little happy to handle. Second, another thing you can do is maybe invest in gold, because you and your spouse will be able to touch and feel the gold. So you feel, oh, even if the market falls, nobody can take away the gold from me. It's a very stupid way to be investing, because gold will give you pathetic returns possibly, but you feel solid, oh, I have this. That is the reason why many people who are afraid of investing in equity markets will go borrow and invest in real estate. Now actually you're taking much more risk, because if the real estate prices fall, you have to continue to pay the EMI. You have already borrowed, and you have created a big hurdle for you. If your property does not, I'm talking of an investing property, if your property does not appreciate at least at 12%, is it worth taking money at 9.5%, 10% and buying that asset at all? Actually, the answer is no. But hard assets, people say, oh, even if it falls, so what? I can use the asset. It is not gone away. Whereas in equities, I can lose completely. You know what happened to Gupta uncle? He lost everything after his retirement. Now he's dependent on his son. All kinds of stories you will hear. You can hear good stories, bad stories about equities, and you can hear good stories and bad stories about real estate. But see, whatever suits you. If it suits you to buy gold, buy gold. If it suits you to borrow money and buy real estate, buy real estate. Nothing wrong with any of these things. So just as if you are afraid, you can't say I will not invest. You have to invest. You have to also understand that there will be emotional price that you pay, because every day just after you invest, the market could fall and you will see your 3,000 rupee becoming 2,700 or 2,800, which is a 10% fall, and you say, oh my god, now that it has fallen 30%, 10%, if it falls like this for 30 days, then I will be wiped out, or if it falls like this for 10 days, I will be wiped out. All these fears are fair enough, and you will have them. Everybody has those fears when they start investing. It does involve risk, but you also have to understand that not investing is also risky. Then there is that emotionally, how do you handle the risk of emotions, and how do you handle the risk of your spouse telling you you shouldn't have done this or things like that. That is exactly why you want to involve the spouse also. So once you do all this, then you come to what else can you do to manage your investments. You can definitely do, you have to understand certain things. You have to understand that there will be an emotional price, that there will be losses, there will be something happening. The election results are not to the market's liking. Market can go down. Some war breaks out somewhere, the market can go down, the market can go up, anything can happen. But please understand, over long run, markets are very likely to go up rather than down. In a 100-day cycle, market could be up for 70 days and down for 30 days. But the down days are something which you remember more dramatically than the up days, because the up days could be going up very small and the fall could be 5% or 7%, and you will see, oh my god, my portfolio has fallen. So be ready. Suppose your 3,000 that you invested has become, let's say you have invested for 6 months, which means you have invested 18,000. Now you have seen this 18,000 at 25,000. When that 25,000 becomes 24, it is still an emotional loss, because somewhere in the back of your mind you will think, oh god, if I had sold it off at 25,000, I could have bought it at 24. Fooling yourself. You can't. This never happens. You can keep fooling yourself, but this never happens, right? Also understand that losses are part of the investment process. Everybody will lose some money, right? So if you buy, let's say you invested in 3 mutual funds, 4 mutual funds, and 3 have gone up and 1 has not gone up, 1 has actually lost money for you. Understand, overall, if of the 4 funds together, if you have got a return better than the bank FD which you were getting, you've definitely done a better job than keeping money in the bank fixed deposit. So that does not make any sense to worry about, right? Please also obsess over the right things. Worry about, okay, if the market is down 20% and your portfolio is down 10%, there is nothing for you to worry. Secondly, your investments need not beat your neighbor's investments, your friend's investments or things like that. It should help you meet your goal. In fact, I keep telling people it need not even beat the index. How does it matter that your portfolio has not beaten the index? It's only the fund manager who has to showcase his track record to get more money, that he has to beat the index. You don't need to beat the index. I don't need to beat the index. I don't need to get any great return for the rest of my life. My dividends will take care of me. Why should I be obsessed with, oh my god, how much is my alpha, how much is my beta? I don't even calculate. I don't think I need to calculate. Also understand that many of us who have who've been investors for long, we are extremely lucky that we got here. Right time, right place, been in the markets before the index started. So 1979 is when I made the beginning. We've been extremely lucky to get here. No fund manager will ever be able to say that it was all his effort and not luck. I met a fund manager who said, look, I bought a share for about 800. I thought it should go to 1200. I never thought it will go to 7000. So these things happen, and then you will be able to rationalize why it went to 7,000, why it deserves 14,000, all those things. But initially when you bought, you didn't know that, right? So these things happen in portfolios. You make mistakes, you correct mistakes. Sometimes your mistakes make you money. Sometimes your very good thought process investment where you sat with your team, you realize what you're doing, and that you lost money. All these things happen. It's like cricket, right? A good ball gets hit for a 4 and a full toss, you get a wicket. All these things will happen. So when you understand all this and you conquer all this, you will become a good investor. So if you're watching this, please watch the previous one also, where I said what can you do to, if you're an investor afraid and if you're risk averse, what you should do. This video, though independent, could be treated as part 2 of that. Thank you.